welcome back to the channel for episode 4 of Inheriting the Farm. It is now July, our wheat is ready to go, and we got a lot of stuff to do today. We got to get this harvest taken care of, got to get the yard cleaned up, service up the tractors, the planter, the seeder, and another thing you may notice, obviously, that the F-150 is no longer in here. I took her in a couple weeks ago. Gets parts for an oil change and all that good stuff, and a contractor offered me $20,000 for that truck, so I couldn't turn it down. So he wrote me the check on the spot, and well, there goes the Ford. I just figured that I needed to get rid of it. You know, it had all my stuff in it, so I kept most of my tools, but like selling it, I mean, I didn't need the contractor truck anymore. I do have 2 trucks for this farm, so we ought to be good to go. But I have the Massey Ferguson set up on the auger, and all we got to do now is take the old 1206. No, well, we won't use the 1206. 1206 can hang out right there. It's hot, and this one over here has air conditioning, 8950. Start up the 8950, unhook that, and we'll let her warm up for a minute. But we do need to go in here and pull out the old grain truck. We're not going to be loading into the grain truck, we're going to be loading into the Parker wagon. Grain truck, it'll only be for when we're hauling into town later in the year when the prices go up. So pull the old grain truck out of here. This is a very nice sounding truck. This truck is all platform too. I don't remember what it's called, but it just it doesn't really have a brand. I'm pretty sure it's based off an old GMC or Chevy truck, but it sounds very good, and the attachment options it has just fit the old if you want like an old iron or classic farm, this definitely fits that aesthetic. So that's the biggest reason I like this truck right here. It's a very nice truck. We'll come on over here, we'll hook up to we'll jump in the old 8940, and we'll back in and grab our grain wagon. Get it pulled out. Tires are all good. I checked all that later. I got the old axial flow up and running. I serviced it. Everything's looking good. We just got to hook up to the header and bring it on out. So, well, we might have to use a 1206 here. Hold on a second. We'll still use the 8940. I'm just gonna get it over here and out of the way, and I think I'll let it sit. We'll unhook the Massey Ferguson, and we'll pull the grain wagon out with it. Oops. I like this little tractor too. It's a good little auger tractor. Unhook the auger right quick, and then we'll run over here. And we will pull out the Parker wagon with the little Massey Ferguson 253. I did figure out the issues with my editing equipment, so hopefully if this is the video you're watching and you hear this, you'll know that I worked pretty hard on this. It's supposed to be a longer video, so if it gets up, be nice. If not, then I'll find a way to share it all with you before long. So hopefully this is the one I get to put up, so we'll see. But we'll pull the old Parker wagon out, unhook it there, and we'll bring the Massey Ferguson back over and hook it up to the auger. So we are ready to go as soon as we get our first load. Back her on up. Hook up the old Versatile. And we'll shut off the tractor for now. It's going to be a minute before we get our first load, because that is a 4,000 bushel cart, and if I'm guessing, I'd say we might only get 1 load off the field in that cart at least, but yeah, at least we can finally get into some harvest, am I right? So we'll get the old 1688 started up. I doubt we'll need more than the cart for anything, so we should be fine. Oops, if I don't run into walls and stuff. Rotate her around real quick, and then I'll get her hooked up to the grain header. Well, if I can pull up to the grain header. I can't drive today. I can't drive at all. Yeah, most of you guys, if you notice, especially guys from work that watch the video, you guys know I'm a pretty bad driver in this. I know, I'm a bad driver. And I'm working on it, but I can't make any promises, so hopefully everything goes well. We'll get the 1688 out here to the field. Okay, we didn't hit the Bobcat. Good. I almost just hit my point home that I am a terrible driver, so get through here. Actually, I hope I can fit through this gate with this header on. Ooh, it's a tight squeeze, but we made it. This gate might be a different story, so what we're gonna do is hopefully we can go down and we can get in the main field down there. If not, we're gonna have to rent a little header trailer. We're gonna have to rent a header trailer from the store. But we'll drive this down, better throw on my hazards, or beacons at least, not hazards. Go down here and hopefully we can squeeze through the gate by the cattle barn, and we also need to feed the cattle too, by the way. We'll take care of that in a little while. But first things first, we gotta get this crop off the field and into the bin, so. Cruise on down here and hopefully we can get in. I hope we can get in this way. If not, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an issue. But nothing we can't solve with a little bit of magic. Oh, hey, perfect. Perfect, we can go down here. I have been thinking of like tearing that gate out up there by the old farm, but it looks nice along the fence and a majority of the equipment fits through there, so we'll leave it how it is for now. We'll get this thing lined up. I'll go ahead and make a quick pass with this. Just make sure everything's good, everything's working right. Turn off my beacons. I don't need those anymore. But yeah, we'll do a headland on this little field real quick, and then hopefully everything's running good. I love this harvester. It sounds so dang good. Do we want to make straw? Nah, we don't need to make straw. Disable the straw swath. We don't need any straw. We got plenty over there. If we do bad enough, we can always buy some more. I just don't like baling straw off the field, especially with the way you have to drive the combine. It's just not really my thing. So run this headland pass real quick. Oh dang, all year long, and I haven't even noticed that I missed a spot while I was planting. Oh well, it's fine. Not like we're expecting a big payday off this field, but we should be just fine. So let me stop right here real quick, hop out, and make sure. Oh yeah, we're doing good. Everything's blowing out right. Any grain? A couple little pieces. I missed a little spot there, but it's okay. That's for the deer. That's for the deer that run around in the yard all the time. They always need a snack too. So hop up in here, and then we'll finish up this headland. And after we finish up the headland, we'll run over to the. We will run over back to the main farm, and we will grab the wagon. Yield is not terrible off this little field, but again, it is a small field. Like I said, we weren't expecting a big payday off this. I doubt I'm gonna get a big payday even when the prices are high enough for this, but this is just a little crops just to see, just to get used to it and see what we're gonna be able. These are like test plots, I guess is what you want to call them, for me at least. This is gonna be kind of where our money making's gonna be. I was thinking of combining at least these two fields and leaving the big one by itself, just because this is a very small field, and the time it takes to plant everything is just not quite worth it, but it'll be alright. We'll get to that eventually. My cultivator and planting equipment right now is a decent enough size that I can manage these three fields pretty easily. But if I combine them, I'm going to have to get bigger equipment possibly, or it's just going to take longer, and I know that I don't want to bore you guys with that. So finish up this headland pass. Let's actually hop out and make sure everything's good. Make sure we're not losing too much grain. Oof. Whew. Dusty. Alright, that's better. This is running good. Stalks, not a lot of seeds laying around, so we're picking up a vast majority of our little crop here. So go through and harvest all this stuff. Finish up the headland, and then we will head over to the barn and we will grab our Parker wagon. Yeah, and if you guys do enjoy these videos, I've been seeing a lot of views, not a lot of subscribes or likes, but I mean, if you want to throw a like in there, hit that subscribe button, you'll definitely catch every video I got. I will appreciate it very much if you do. If not, no pressure. Come back, watch a few more. I do have an idea for another potential series I'm gonna do. I know I just started on this one, but I'm starting to kind of maybe run out of ideas a little bit on this one. Like of things to show you guys, but you know, I mean, we'll get to everything when we get to everything, and then we'll see if I can come up with some more ideas for this series. If I can, then we'll keep her going and maybe start the other series and do that one on like a Wednesday or something. You know, one of the middle of the weekdays. Nothing super crazy. That way you guys can see it. You guys have something to watch instead of waiting all week till Sunday afternoon for my single video of the week. But I'm still in the works right now. I'm still learning all this. I'm still very, very new to YouTube itself, so what are we gonna do? Alrighty, so what I am going to do is go right up here, pick up the header, and then I'm going to I'm gonna hire Bart. Yeah, we'll call him Bart. I'm gonna hire a worker real quick so I can run and grab my gravity wagon. So there's that. He's on his way down the field. Now let's run over here and grab our gravity wagon so we're ready to go. But yeah, guys, I love this series. I love this map. I'm very proud of how this farm turned out when I got it all set up, but I just don't want to bore you guys too much with all, you know, with just droning on with the same stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, I've already built the map for one series. I've already got one set up for a build the map series. If you guys have seen those, but it's all kind of still in the works. So we'll see where we go with this. It all just depends on how well the Inheriting the Farm series goes. Since this is my first series, I need to make sure I do a pretty good job on it. That way I know what I did right, know what I did wrong, and your input is definitely welcome and extremely helpful. Let's pull the wagon in here. What is he doing? Huh. Worker's doing some strange things. No, he's got what? He missed a whole... Oh, well. Whatever. Alright, we'll pull the old Parker wagon over here. Actually, no. We'll loop back around. Let's run these over. Deer can still eat it, so. We'll actually loop the old wagon around and we'll pull it kind of in between the two fields here. We will pull it right in here. And what I will do is leave this tractor running, hop out, and I will wait for the harvester to come back up the field, and I will hop in and take over from the worker. Screw it, I'll just run down. I mean, the workers are great, they're very handy, but when they do stuff like this, it's just like, why? It's frustrating, but it's okay. Run over here, hup, up, there we go. Alrighty, dismiss my worker real quick. Alrighty, well, we will turn the header back on, and we will throw her in a time lapse, so I will see you guys once we are done with these crops. And that is the last of that stuff. So shut off the harvester, go up here and unload into the auger wagon, or not in the auger wagon, the Parker wagon. And then we'll go unload the Parker wagon in the auger into the grain bin. So that's one field down. The yield was about what I expected out of this little field, but that's okay. That's fine. The wagon's looking actually pretty full, so oops. I know it doesn't look like it, but most of it is going in. Weirdly enough, with farm sim physics being what they are, that's just kind of what we got. Here, I'll put it over here and make it look a little better. Alright, all done. We will shut off the combine for now, hop in the 8940, and go dump our grain wagon into the auger. So that's one field down. We've got one more wheat field to go, and then I think that'll harvest will probably be it for today on this video. I don't want it to run too long, just because I know the last time I tried to run a long one, that's when the files got corrupted. So hopefully I can get you guys this video and you'll be able to watch it. I'm gonna move the 1206 out of the way. Oof. I really like the sound of this tractor, the startup sound and all that. Great. I really need to clean up my my farmyard, folks. Got trucks and equipment everywhere, all over the place. I suppose it's been kind of a busy year, so we will just pull the Parker around right here. That ought to do it. Start up the auger and make sure we are good to go. How? Shit. I may have to loop back. I'm gonna loop back around. Loop back around and hopefully should be, hopefully I can get lined up here with everything. Ugh. Gotta cut it quick. Bring it in. Ah, darn it. Well, hang in there, folks. Let me get everything all lined up here. I do believe that should do it. I think. Well, let's see what we can get into here. Actually, let me make sure I can. Now we'll loop back around, try and get everything lined up. Probably should have taken the duals off this thing. Hopefully that is... Huh. Don't know what's going on here. Oof. Oh no, come on. Right, it's a little bitty old sweet spot where I gotta get... There we go. There we go. Hop out of the tractor and climb up the old bin. Make sure it's all going in there like it's supposed to. If I can. Well, I'm guessing it's going in there like it needs to, so that's what we gotta do. That's what the problem was. There's a weird little sweet spot I gotta be at just right so I can get all this grain loaded up into the auger. So hop out. Massey Ferguson's running good. It's a good little auger tractor. This is the first time I've actually used it, so. Yep, and she's filling up just like she needs to, so looking good, looking good. Get all this load out, and hopefully we don't need the other wagon, but I don't know for sure there. That's all closed up. Well, to be fair, I don't think it'll be too big of a problem if we just let this thing run here, so should be good. Now that we got that parked, hop out of the 8940, we'll leave it running, and we will jog on over here. And hop in the combine, and we will get to work on this other field. There we go. Sorry about the dim out there for a second. I had to plug my computer in because I didn't realize I had unplugged it. Start up the combine, and we will get right to work on the headlands for this field. This is a little bigger, so might need a couple loads off this one, but hopefully we get enough to have a decent amount in the bin for the winter time once the prices go up. So drop it down, turn on the combine, and we will throw her in a time lapse for you. Alrighty folks, that was I ran the time lapse for a little bit. With this being a bigger field, I threw the AI worker on there, and we're going to run the cart real quick. Definitely next year when I go to haul this wagon around, whichever tractor I use for it, and I'm definitely taking the duals off. They are kind of a pain to have on here, so I will definitely, and he goes and misses oats. And I don't even know what I'm going to pay him for. I don't even know why I pay him to be here. We're going to try a little unload on the go real quick. Oops, oh. Nope, that's not gonna do it. There we go. There. Pull up to the end row here. And we will sit while he unloads what's left of the tank. And while he does that, once he gets unloaded at the end of the row, he'll head back to doing what he's doing, but we'll pull on out of the way and we will wait a few more minutes for the next pass to come through. Alright, so we're full. I will catch you guys as soon as we are done with this field. Alrighty everybody, we are on the last two passes here. We got one and like a quarter to take care of, and then we should be able to finish filling up the wagon, and we'll go dump it and then we'll come back out and get the combine, take it back home. So well, we'll take the combine back home first, and then we'll walk back out and get the tractor. So well, alright, so we are going to finish up this right here. Alright, all the way to the end. We are only at like 11%. Like I said, yield's not, it's not bad, but it's kind of what I expected. Low yield first year. After a while, it hasn't been planted in a while. So we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad at all. Hopefully, what we do have will fetch us a good price later on in the year, and we should be good to go. Dang. I know the combine is definitely going to need a bath, but there's no point giving it a bath because we still have the corn over there. The corn is looking fantastic too. And yeah, we'll finish up this field right here, load the wagon, and we'll head on over to the barn and unload the gravity wagon. And there we are, all done. Alrighty, cruise over here and we will, oof, that didn't sound good. Definitely have to look at that once I get back. A lot of squeaking going on in there. Put the pipe out, we'll load up the wagon. Hopefully what's in here, which I'm sure what's in here ought to fit. I think we're only at about 60-70% in the Parker wagon, but we'll see. Hopefully what we have in here fits pretty well. So do this. There we go. Unload that real quick, then we'll shut off the combine and we will head back over and dump this into the wagon. Or not the wagon, into the bins. Lower the header down, that way we don't strain the hydraulics too much, and we'll shut this off till we come back to pick it up. Hop in the 8940 and we will take this over to the bins. Hopefully I can get it lined up the right way the first time this time, instead of embarrassing myself and making you guys watch me try over and over again. So hopefully we can get it right. Go out the gate, straight across. I left the tractor running, so all we got to do is pull this bad boy right over. No, pull this bad boy right over by the auger. Oh, back up. There we are, lined up. We're gonna dump. Yep, all heading into the line just like it's supposed to. Hop around the Massey here. Oops, no, hold on. Should probably try that and see what's going on here. Huh. Unhook here, hook back up. Let's see if that fixes it. Maybe it's messed up. I don't know. Let me see. This mod is a little finicky, but it should be fine. Fold, unfold. Sorry about this, guys. We're having a few technical difficulties here. Hopefully that'll fix it. Huh. Well, dang. Hop out and I don't know what's going on. Well, I guess I'm gonna embarrass myself again and loop around. See if I can get it to work. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh dang, I already messed it up again. Damn, alright. Let's see. There we go. Alrighty, now she's working, right? Well, while that unloads, that will be all for today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Please comment, like, subscribe, share it with anybody who you think will enjoy this content. This is Papa Gill, and y'all come back. Have a nice day.